What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I am chilling, kicking back, and enjoying the football games. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you like what you see, then do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for notifications. What Deion Sanders say? What did he say? What did Deion Sanders say? And what has he reiterated? He said Colorado was coming. Well, I think they're here. I think they're ahead of schedule. I think Coach Prime and these Buffaloes are as good as it gets. The Buffaloes are 2-0 in the Coach Prime era. It was quite a scene after the game with students and fans storming the field. They flooded that field. And man, let me tell you, they hurried up and escorted Coach Prime off the field and interviewed him after Colorado's win over Nebraska on Saturday under the tunnel. Look, leading up to this big rivalry showdown, Coach Prime said that it's personal. It was personal. Let me tell you, this game was personal. That was the slogan all week. And, he had been echoing it. This was very personal because Colorado at home blew out Nebraska. Now, the Buffs got off to a slow start. They did get off to a slow start, but Coach Prime is ready to bring back the bad blood rivalry between Colorado and Nebraska. He embraces it. Now, Nebraska's defense did a great job of keeping Sanders and the Colorado offense off balance for much of the first half. They kept them off schedule with combinations of pressures and coverages leading to 8 sacks and 11 tackles for loss. So I think, Colorado kind of had to get a feel for this Nebraska team, but Nebraska looked very impressive and they were able to keep the game close, and they looked like they were able to, keep the game close enough to make it interesting towards the end. But then Colorado and their offense, found a rhythm and they were able to extend the lead. They were able to blow things open. And then what Colorado did, they were able to capitalize on the Cornhuskers' mistakes. The Cornhuskers were unable to capitalize offensively when the high-powered Buffs were sputtering, mostly because of their own mistakes. See, their own mistakes did them in. Nebraska quarterback Jeff Sims, who wasn't that great of a quarterback at Georgia Tech, he had 3 first half turnovers, 2 lost fumbles, 1 interception, which led directly to all of Colorado's first half points. And then in the second half, Sanders, man, he found a rhythm with the offense after halftime as things started to open up against that stout Nebraska defense. And Sanders, who to me is a top 5 NFL quarterback prospect, he was able to come up in big spots, and that was the difference in the second half. Arguably, I think the most important drive of the game may have been after Nebraska cut the lead to 13-7 in the third quarter, as Sanders capped a 10-play, 75-yard drive with a rollout touchdown toss to Xavier Weaver. Now, this team has some explosive playmakers. You look at the shortest guy on the field, and Gus Johnson, man, one of the best announcers in the game, he made a comment saying, "Look at the little man run." Dylan Edwards is the shortest guy on the field, but he can hang with the big boys. And then you have Travis Hunter. I was going blank on his last name for a second. Travis Hunter, man, that dude is a stud. He runs his routes well. He's an efficient playmaker, great wide receiver. He's already in conversations for the Heisman Award. And you look at that offense, you look at how Sanders can find those guys. I thought he did well in the second half, going through his transgressions. You know, he was in a flow. The offense was in the flow. He was able to find his intended targets. He was playing with a great deal of confidence. And, you know, he was moving the offense down the field. You know, he was leading the way for Colorado's offense. They were just in cruise control, particularly in that second half. And that's what she wrote, you know. But this Colorado team is really, really good. And Deion Sanders, he told us how good they were going to be. He told us what to look out for. He told us to watch out for this Colorado Buffaloes team because they were coming. But I'm here to tell you that they are already here. This team is good. Next week, they play in-state rival against Colorado State. They should breeze through that game. And then they'll get their first Pac-12 test against Oregon. And then you got USC as well, you know. But we're talking about a Heisman hopeful. We're talking about Sanders. This dude is hearing the Heisman talk right now. Through 2 games, Sanders has totaled 903 passing yards with 7 total touchdowns and no interceptions. That is superb. You know, while completing 77.5% of his passes, he has become an instrumental part of that offense. He is the catalyst for that offense. He's become Colorado's best player. No question about it. And Sanders is almost certain to continue delivering prolific performances as long as the Buffs are successful. We're talking about a guy that has a tremendous skill set. He's going to be athletic because of his dad. I mean, looking at him play, this dude is NFL ready. Looking at him play just in 2 games. It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, you talk about game-changing impact, and I see why he is in conversation for the Heisman Trophy. You know, then you look at two-way star Travis Hunter and his game-changing impact as well. I mean, these kids can flat out play. They got some athletes over there. They got some athletes. The guy has good footwork. Sanders has great footwork. He surveys the field really well. He's explosive. He can run. He can manipulate the pocket. The guy's good. And he has a good throwing arm, too. And he has already produced some highlights. You know, and I mean, that Sanders-led passing attack is on point. Let me tell you, dude is phenomenal. Dude is phenomenal. He's great. And then Colorado's defense also showed improvement as well. So you got to give a lot of credit to the defense for coming up with timely stops when they needed to. Watch out for Colorado. Colorado, they're serious. They're for real. They ain't joking. I think we've seen it for 2 weeks now. I think we know that this Colorado team is here to stay. And they're going to cause some problems. Deion Sanders, he warned us. We should have took heed. At least I did. But I guess the rest of the world is now. Because let me tell you this. The Colorado Buffs and Coach Prime is the biggest story in college football. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.